Well, guys, we have some pretty big Nintendo Switch news to talk about here. So, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which comes out in December, there's going to be a Nintendo Direct regarding the game on November 7th. That's only about 3 days from now, so I do wonder exactly what's going to be discussed here, but there's definitely going to be some big news, probably some story aspects and some gameplay aspects regarding the game is going to come out, guys. Xenoblade Chronicles X was a very fun game. I liked the game, however, definitely did not live up to the original. And unfortunately, I do believe Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will also fail to live up to the original. I mean, the original was such a great game. I don't know how another game from that company can live up to it unless they take like at least 5 years to make it. You know what I'm saying? But still, I do have high hopes for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. If we can even somewhat capture the spirit of the original, it's going to be a worthy game, a worthy sequel to my favorite game ever made. In my opinion, that game is the best game ever made in regards to Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So, the Nintendo Direct here is going to be at 1500 hours on Tuesday, November 7th, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here. So, I don't live in Pacific Standard Time. I live in Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be about 9 a.m. for me in Eastern Standard Time. So unfortunately, I'm going to be at class at that point in the day, so I'm going to have to tell you guys what happens after the fact here. So it's going to be on YouTube, on the Nintendo Direct website, and on Nintendo Switch, the Facebook page here. So there's a lot of different ways you can catch up on what happened here, but I do expect this to be a pretty awesome Nintendo Direct here, guys. So in regards to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, if you haven't really heard about it too much or seen too much, it's basically a spiritual successor to the original. It takes place well into the future. It does seem like it takes place well into the future because there's references of the Bionis and Mechanis, but now it's all like a big tree or something like that. So everything is a little bit different now, and it does seem like this probably takes place well into the future after the original game here. But yeah, this is the thing, guys. We don't know too much about it. We do know there's factions that do exist, and they all have different ideas and how they want to do stuff. And I know the game runs on some type of energy. It's kind of like in the original game, you had the ether. Ether was the fuel for the creatures, the Bionis, to live. It's called ether. I don't remember what it's called in this game, but there's a different type of power source, and how each civilization utilizes the power source does vary, and that does help determine how each people live and what they what their allegiances are, all based on this power source. In this game, this equals power and wealth and all that type of stuff. So that's why that's why it's so significant here, guys. So I do very, 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 very much so look forward to this game here. Though it will not live up to the original most likely. It's okay. If it's still a fun game with a good story and good gameplay and cool characters, I'm okay with them not living up to the original. What the original was able to accomplish was something that will never happen again, probably for the rest of this decade. That type of game for a JRPG was one in a decade type of experience. It really was, and I don't expect to see another game like that for a long time. But overall, guys, if you want to purchase Xenoblade Chronicles 2, pre-order links down below. Make sure you guys subscribe and like for daily news and reviews content. So yes, thank you and bye.